Okay, I know it's really hard and like to see me. It's really grainy in the video, but I'm just trying to relay what I responded, what my rebuttal was toward the allegation that I falsified a rape report, that they had only asked me a few questions about it. I never went in to physically go give the report. It was all done over the phone and through emails. And I have all of that correspondence between me and the officer, the detective that took all of the information. And then when I got contacted by Jason Wallace on March 9th, 2022, and he told me that there was an outstanding warrant for me in Arkansas, as well as he was going to file for harassing communications in Missouri, Missouri, where he lives. And I thought, fuck you. What are you talking about? So I ended up the next day, after I cussed him out, through texts, which he never responded anyway. He went literally the entire time from December 9th to March 9th. No correspondence, no replies, absolutely nothing. And after that point, he hasn't tried to contact me either. And I'm like literally growing his son, which is insane to me. So anyway, I found a photo, a screenshot. I was going through my photos right now as I was, and I want to show you my face so that you can see how genuinely, authentic my reactions are, because this is horrifying to me. My reality is like some type of soap opera. And I guess I could try to turn this on a little bit. Okay, so here I am. I don't like to expose myself though, because anyway, so I ended up going through my phone and I was sifting through, deleting a bunch of pictures that I had of myself and of the things that I've done, and just a bunch of screenshots as well, and memes that I had saved. I was making space in my phone again so I could make sure that I can record at any moment and it won't tell me stupid stuff like you have no storage left, and I'm like, or you have no room left, and I'm thinking, okay, that's weird. Like, I literally go and delete everything off my phone, and you're gonna tell me all of a sudden I can't record this time and that time? That's suspicious. So I still believe that there's something going on that I haven't been informed about. I ended up coming across that screenshot in my phone, and it was dated November 7th, 2021. Approximately a month prior to me meeting, engaging, communicating with the father of this child, Jason Wallace. So when I ended up reading it, I started laughing because I was like, oh my God, I am such a cunt, because my profiles were always so bitterly honest and so brutally honest, because I am condescending a lot of times. I'm not really looking to date as much as I was looking for just like free dinners and things like that. So I would update my profile here and there, but a majority of the time it always said things like this. And it said 20 years in Wisconsin, 14 in Arkansas, currently looking for companionship before trying to pursue any type of sexual relationship, looking for a man that flosses daily, easygoing but knowledgeably open-minded. I currently collect SSDI, homeless vagabond looking to relocate, reconfiguring my current prospects. That's what was dated a few weeks prior to getting to know Jason Wallace. And I know that it would have been that same profile that he came across. And also too, if anything, just a slight adjustment. I always made sure to clarify about not wanting to pursue anything sexually. So the fact that I went on Bumble app too, and I noticed on there that it even stipulates on one of the segments I was looking to contact them about what had happened, right? And it says on there something about if you're law enforcement requesting information, go to this link. And I'm thinking, that's really odd that nobody investigated this further than my communication after the fact of being raped with Jason Wallace. Well, it's clear proof, if he's been away from me for this long and he has not communicated with me, that all he wanted was to satisfy himself sexually. And he had no intention to pursue a relationship like I asked for in my profile. So the gaslighting, the lies, the manipulation that men do to get their way for an evening, that is very disheartening. I cannot believe that I had that screenshot. I thought it was great because I actually contacted the detective. I made a response and I even took screenshots of that response. None of this is edited, mind you. Everything in my iPhone you can have access to, and you know if it's been edited or not. So that's the only type of way I'm able to capture my reality is through my phone. And I sent the screenshots, or I posted the screenshots to my Facebook. If anybody is looking for any viable information toward my circumstance and to understand what I'm going through and understand that they're fucking around with me, quit, stop it. I just want a home and I want to have this baby without anybody's fucking, negativity. So I don't understand why they wouldn't have pursued more information. If they wouldn't have investigated further than just my text messages, because I had bouts of emotional distortions due to the fact that I was extremely hormonal. And you have to recognize a woman is confused after she's been impregnated. She doesn't know, she wants affection. She wants, all these different things, these underlying ailments that coincide with pregnancy, that are part of pregnancy. So the fact of it is that I was raped. Clearly, he did not want anything beyond that. And I stated that when I filed for the rape. That was my final answer. I didn't want him around me. If he was going to take a week to respond about knowing that I was pregnant, that's too long, buddy. You don't mean shit to me and you don't mean shit to your child. That's how it is. So, and we don't mean shit to you. Obviously, you didn't fucking talk to me for all that time. And then the first response I get was 3 months after our last conversation, where I told you I was going to go into the emergency room to file for a rape 5 days after the incident. And you're going to tell me that this is not rape? I literally went to the emergency room, and they've got that on record. I know they have all my medical records because they took the intake. But then when they told me, after sitting there for 2 fucking hours just for the intake, and I sat there even a little longer, and then they stated to someone else, and I overheard, there's still 14 people ahead. We don't know how long it's going to take. Because of COVID, everybody's fucking in there. It's like you're dying. Just go home. Just fucking go home and die. And I'm thinking, like, with this rape allegation and whatever, and then I didn't get seen. And I was like, fuck it. I was over it, hormonal, stressed, anxious, didn't want to be around people. It was embarrassing having to come to the conclusion that I was raped and that he didn't want anything to do with me. When I give my fucking sex, you want it. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I know how great I feel. I know how good I am in bed. So no, I do not take that. No, I'm not a desperate fucking woman. So when I have sex with someone, it better be for a fucking reason. It better be to have a fucking relationship. It's not me just fucking everybody. And even if I offer myself, then it's just me using the guy for the evening. That wasn't use. I was in so much pain afterward. And I know that he was like just avoidant of it. He didn't want to have emotions. He doesn't have emotions. He's a fucking robot. He's a fucking psychopath. So at the very least, he's a goddamn sociopath because he's able to manipulate others and, all this stuff. But then he is a psychopath because he's gone through the military, and I guess he was in the Marines or some shit? The Navy? I don't fucking care. I don't give a shit. I don't care about him like that. That's why I didn't get to know him any further. And that's why he took advantage of me, because he was fucking pissed that I rejected him. So, yeah, That happens. No wonder I'm still goddamn mad right now. And like, what the fuck? No thank you. I just proved my fucking point through my fucking shit. And I'm just like, I'm over it. Get your shit together. Act fucking right. I'm not dealing with this shit. And if to have an unissued warrant out for my arrest right now in Bentonville, Arkansas. How absurd. How fucking absurd. Get your shit together. For real. For fuck's sake. So, I mean, give me, and I know the heightened stress is not good for me. It's not good for the baby. I'm just sort of chilling right now. I'm not even like to the point where it's overwhelming. It's just me talking. It's me rationalizing. It's me pursuing the justice that I've been trying to pursue since I was 12 fucking years old, and nobody wants to listen because they're like, you're not worth it. You're trash. Your baby's fucking trash. And nobody cares about you. Go home and die. So, yeah. I mean, I know. That's why I'm sitting here all alone, scared to fucking death. Scared to death when I was pregnant. And I had all these fears. And I was relaying them to him. And I was scared. I told him, I was like, I'm fearful for my life because I feel like other people are going to start hurting me like you. I feel like all this stuff. Did the detectives look into it? No. Did they ask my gynecologist, my OBGYN, and she even offered to write me a letter regarding the circumstance? Knowing that we had prior visits, knowing that we had built up a rapport throughout the years, that my gynecologist was like, if you need a letter toward that, just let me know. And I'm just like, okay, so the investigators aren't doing shit for me in particular, knowing that I have a not clinical background, but my medical records prove a lot of the points that I've exposed to everyone. Because I've been a hypochondriac in that sense. I want to keep record because I'm very concerned that people keep fucking with me, and here's fucking proof of it. Like, why won't you just do your jobs to help me? Why is it always me that's the problem when I'm actually not? What is wrong with you people? Get a life. Do your fucking jobs. Pursue that to protect and serve that you fucking swore under. Pursue your fucking oath. Why don't you do right by people just because they're marked? I know I'm fucking marked. I get that. Because nobody's offering me any assistance whatsoever. And when they gaslight me and tell me they're about to give me assistance, they retract it immediately. And that's horrifying. So, who does that? Who does that? You're inhumane. You went into the humanities. All of you. Because I have a fucking opinion about the way you do your processes, it shouldn't mean anything. I still should be offered help. I'm a goddamn human, unless you're telling me otherwise. What am I, some type of superhuman? Or some kind of being? Some kind of alien? My sister used to call me an alien growing up. I thought for the many years that I was not of this world. And that my sister was correct because I was bad, is what she said. Because I spoke out against the abuse. She told me that I was the bad Leticia. Go upstairs and untie yourself. Or, go upstairs or whatever and stay away from me. And she would say stuff about, me being an alien, yada, yada, and I'm not part of the family. And I would go upstairs and pretend to untie the good Leticia. And then I sent the good Leticia downstairs. That's the fucked up shit and I was like 5 years old. I remember doing that shit. So yeah, I remember going through my fucking imaginary times and whatever and talking to myself because that's the only friend I had, and none of my cousins wanted to play with me really. They thought I was weird. I was weird. I was overly affectionate, and I was seeking comfort in everyone else because my mother didn't give it to me and my father didn't give it to me either. So I was seeking comfort in everything else and everyone around me, and I still have for, the duration of my existence so far. And I'm like, when the fuck am I going to get a break? When are people actually going to mean the word love? Instead, they look at me like I'm overly affectionate for a human being. And I'm like, no, that's completely, being emotionally vulnerable is actually I wouldn't say like a privilege, but more like a heightened intelligence. Is what I was researching. if you are able to engage emotionally with others and yourself and whatever, then there's a heightened state of intelligence there. And that is a form of, say, you know, there are different types of like, right, I'm sorry. Let me see. I'm so sorry. I'm just distraught due to the circumstances. I can't pursue any type of knowledge beyond this, beyond my actual sphere of reality. And I just want some comfort. I want a family. For once in my goddamn life, I want true love. And nobody wants to offer it to me because they say that I'm unlovable and that I'm unworthy and that I'm just not worth anybody's time. I'm not worth the paper that they have to use in order to correct the situations. And I'm like, what? I thought I was flesh and blood. I guess I'm not. I best go upstairs and untie myself because there's a bad Leticia running around the earth. And I don't know. Good Leticia's trapped somewhere. So yeah, you tell me why I'm fucking crazy. You tell me why I'm fucking crazy and why the world perceives me as being a fucking manipulative liar. And in actuality, I'm not. What is wrong with you people? Anyway, today is April, Jesus Christ. April 11th, 2022. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, I'm tripping the fuck out right now. I don't see why people can't just do their fucking jobs right. And then I'm just like, I don't have a job. That's exactly why I didn't go into another job, because I don't want to do anything correct by everyone's standards. I would rather just be me. Trashy, shitty, bad Leticia. Because fuck it. Nobody listened to the good Leticia anyway. No one listened to me when I was harping about this shit years ago. Suicide attempt after suicide attempt, and nobody wanted to stand up and say, we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. But no, there are statutes in place in order to protect the fucking perpetrators and the predators. How unadvanced is that? How unevolved is that? That is so obnoxiously absurd that I don't even have words for it. My silence is just, I'm appalled, completely appalled at how stupid and incompetent everyone is to not realize things and realize that this goes against following the rules, following the regulations, following and pursuing justice and a balanced way of being. Instead, I'm over here getting told that I did wrong by everyone else's imbalances. Calm down. Calm the fuck down. Why don't you all go upstairs and untie yourselves? Because you're all running around being the bad version of you. And maybe upstairs, and that's sort of like a metaphor and symbolism in itself in your brain. You know, go and untie the good portion of your fucking self to rationalize, stop fucking harassing me and do the goddamn right thing by a human being that is suffering. Yes, I smile. Yes, I have moments where I'm happy because I'm eating chocolate or doing this or dancing, but that doesn't satiate me fully. That doesn't appease me entirely. I have nothing. I have no home. I have no human being that loves me. Of course I'm going to have these fluctuations in my mood in order to balance me entirely so I don't go and slit people's throats. Random people's throats, mind you. Now, people that have abused me, that's a different story. And after a certain point of abuse, neglect, rejection, gaslighting, all of these things, it comes to a point where it's self-defense. Because I have to defend myself psychologically now and emotionally due to all the traumas of the past. And those people involved, well, that would just be self-defense now, wouldn't it be? Because of all these years of nobody rationalizing where I come from and where all this stems from, all the issues that I'm causing everyone. What? What? I'm causing you to do a job that you don't want to do? What? I'm making you question your reality? What? Yeah, that's what Leticia was sent to this fucking earth to do. So anyway, today is April 11th, 2022. Leticia Collins Servin. I'll keep it short because I don't really want a video right now because I'm in an angry state and all I want to do is lie down for a little while and help my swollen feet because I was sitting too long yesterday. I did some stretching today. I did the splits so that I could stretch that out to get some circulation. But I didn't do much, and I danced a little bit, but when I dance in my flip-flops, I can't really, and I spin around really nicely. I'm sure people are very impressed for me to be able to hold on to my flip-flops as I'm just dancing around all crazy, adorably. And I get complimented all the time. But now my belly bump is like, my baby bump is like showing, and I'm embarrassed. It's embarrassing. People ask me like shit, or they flirt with me and whatever, and I just have to pretend that there's a father to it. But there really isn't. There is no father to this baby. This baby was apparently, it was an immaculate conception because everyone denies what the fuck happened. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? So, anyway, what the fuck? Rape! Alright, I'm getting off here because I'm tripping the fuck out and I don't even want to do shit. I didn't get out of my goddamn pajamas today. No, fuck that. I danced around a bit, stretched out, took some naps, felt a little better, went through my phone, pissed myself off because I'm ugly, and that's about it. And now I'm sitting here, just chilling. My baby was abusing me earlier. What more? What more? Abuse. It moves around way too much, and now that I've actually engaged my muscles and everything like that, I feel every fucking movement from this little turd. And I love it. I mean, I love it, I do. But at the same time, it's aggravating. It is constantly fucking moving. Not now. Like, it's very quiet right now. You can't feel it on the outside either. It's deep inside, right in here. And I'm like, what is going on? Why are you dancing like that? And I'm like, oh, well, I dance, so it makes perfect sense. You know, it gets these bursts of energy, I guess, from me, or whatever. And even when I'm dancing and stuff, I can go a long time before he really pisses me off, and I get all weirdly nauseous and dizzy, and then I just have to calm the fuck down. I can't exercise like I did before. It's exhausting. It is exhausting. And I do the lightest fucking shit. And I'm still swimming yesterday. Oh my God, I could barely get across the fucking pool and back. I felt like I was 1,000,000 goddamn pounds and dragging myself across. Oh my God, it was terrible. I was so out of breath, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck? And it's not even like the bad food you've been eating and shit. It's just you're exhausted from pregnancy. And then the bump is not getting any smaller. It's not going away. It's just there. That means that I only have so long, 4 months or so, to get this in order, or I don't have a home for this baby to go to, and then they're going to take it from me. And I am not a bad mom. You shouldn't be taking from people like me. You should be taking from people that, you know, can't take care of their kids properly, like people I know personally. And that's insane. That's insane. I want to be a good mom, and I didn't want kids, which is crazy, you know. There's always that contradiction in fucking life, isn't there? To balance things out. And then, you know, now that I have kids, it's like I want to do nothing but protect them and teach them the best and educate them as best as I can, as well as, you know, socializing and everything. The things that I wasn't able to do. I wasn't allowed in extracurricular activities. I wasn't allowed to do things outside of the home very often. And then my first slumber party was when I was like 11, 12 years old. And my parents had to start letting me out of the house because the therapists told them to. And because I had spoken up to my counselors. And then once everybody knew that, my family was spotlighted in that way, and they knew they had to treat me better than they were. because otherwise I was not treated well at all up until my suicide attempt and when I spoke out. And that's why my family, my mother still to this day says that I'm spoiled. Still to this day, they think that I'm the issue because they had to alter their reality to start loving me. Loving. They didn't love me. All they did was try to appease me in that way, and that's what caused them to call me spoiled. And I wasn't spoiled. When I got sent home, not sent home, I, called my parents. I was in high school. I was like 15, 16 years old. And I remember calling my parents to bring me home because I was sick that day. And I went and I laid down in my bed, and this is in Briar Lane. And I was laying down sick in my bed, just like laying there like normal with all my clothes on and all that stuff. I didn't go around naked. I wasn't a promiscuous or provocative dress. I didn't dress like that because I knew that it caused more issues, So I barely went around. If I forgot, like, not even like just forgot, but like thought everybody was gone out of the house, I would shower and take just my towel, because otherwise I didn't like having to dress immediately after showering because you were wet and I wasn't able to towel off very, well, and it was very steamy in the room. So it was difficult. I wanted to be dry. So sometimes I would walk all the way upstairs in a towel, and that was inappropriate to me, because I knew that would, if I ever bumped into them, that they would try to do weird stuff at me as I was naked under that towel. And, yeah, my life is hell. And, when I was laying there anyway, like I said, when I was homesick, I was laying there in my bed, and my dad came into the room, and he laid down, perpendicular to me, and laid his head on back. He laid back with his head on my chest. And I knew that he was approaching me delicately to see how well I would manage for him to pursue things sexually with me, because my sister had ran away by that point. My sister wasn't around for him to do filthy things to. So, I was scared. My heart started racing, and I think he sensed that. And I kind of like tried to pull away, but I knew that if I had offended him, he would get physically violent. So I couldn't. That's how I learned to be more slightly like submissively manipulative, where in actuality I'm not trying to manipulate, I'm just trying to protect myself. It's a self-preservation. So that's why I freeze, and that's why I just stop engaging after a certain point. Like I've already told you no a million times, and then I just freeze. I'm like, you're going beyond the realm of competency or rational behavior. And so, yeah. So, and even to this day, he just got up from that point after laying there for quite some time and destroying me, just in that moment. And I was always scarred, thinking he could come in here at any moment. He could come in here and force himself on me. He could do whatever he wanted, and nobody would listen to me. And I think he was trying to convey that. But then after a certain point, I was forcing myself to get out of the house more and socialize with other humans and my friends and whatever from high school. And then he had no opportunity, because he knew that I would tell others, and not just like others from the fact. See, that's what they wanted. My parents wanted me to stay at home at all times. I was locked in my room a lot. That's why I'm so strange. That's why I don't socialize well. That's why I act the way that I do. And that's why I never pursued anything to be like in the military or anything like that, because I knew that I wouldn't fare well. So I knew that after a certain point, and I wasn't like physically active, even with like the presidential fitness test and everything, I couldn't pull myself up with my arms. I never worked my arms because I spent a lot of time at home with my arms crossed in front of my breasts. So that's how it was. always protecting myself. And I wasn't working out because I didn't understand about, like, getting physically fit. I still believed that my father was always going to be very fit. I mean, he could crush things with his hands. He had very, very strong hands from being a mechanic. And he's a horrifying human being. He is a fucking horrifying monster. And I, even to this day, can remember and recall just like all of his teeth when he would get all pissed off and he would just show all of his teeth. And I have flashbacks of it. And people want to harass me. And people want to harass me about this shit that these allegations. No, bitch. No, bitch. Get your shit together, bitch. I'm not looking for fucking sex when I say I didn't look for it. I'll be open and honest with whatever the fuck you ask me. Bet. Fucking bet. To the point where it hurts your goddamn feelings I'm too goddamn honest. And people are like, damn it, bitch. And I'm just like, yeah, bitch. Fuck you. Jason Wallace, you're a fucking pussy ass bitch. Fuck you, bitch. That's what I should just label this fucking video. Jason Wallace, you're a pussy ass bitch. Fuck you. And eat shit and fucking die. Like, I'm fucking pissed. Like, and people don't even realize it. They're like, oh, well, she is pissed. She probably would stab you to fucking death. Yes, I fucking would. Like, you get me in one of these moods? Fuck yes, I'm gonna stab you in the fucking jugular. Fuck yes, I would sit there. First, I would dress up nicely. First, unless you approach me on one of my down days, you get a slightly different personality. But at the same time, too, I don't have multiple personalities. It's just part of my differences in my reality. If I'm bumming it around, I'm very depressed. That's how it is. If you approach me in a certain manner, I might be all right with you. But already you can tell I'm in a bad mood. Look at me. I did not get dressed today. I'm not dressed nicely. I don't feel good. So it's not even like it's multiple personalities. Everyone's got these facets of themselves. The fuck is wrong with you people? So, of course, when I dress nicely, I feel like $1 million and I'm going to talk shit to people. You know, fuck you. I know my fucking worth. And it's more than these dollar fucking clothing from fucking Walmart. Fucking bet. I need some fucking shit that's organic. I need some shit that's gonna appease me and my fucking soul after being tainted all this time and won't give me rashes and won't give me fucking whatever and cause me to have fucking all this wrinkly ass skin from all this shit because I can't get the best of the best. And people trying to express to me that I need a different skincare and whatever. Like, bitch, are you homeless? Bitch, are you trying for fucking success? I'm not trying to be in any type of spotlight. Unfortunately, that's just my personality. I was born under the right stars that made me act the way I do, voted Miss Outgoing in high school. Like, I'm still going to be that person that gets people's attention without even trying. And that's the funny part. I don't try. Yet I get people's attention all the time. And usually they're highly impressed. Because they know how talented and articulate and everything. All these different things that I've exposed to you on camera. And yet I'm the one that's manipulative. Fuck you. And I want some sushi right now. That'd be nice. I want sushi right now. I want fucking sushi and I want some fucking juice or something. But not that nasty shit. Cold press would be nice. Fuck you. Fuck you. I want some good shit. And I'm over this. I'm fucking angry. How is it that you're going to sit there and say, I was asking for money from him? I literally filed for rape, which means that I wasn't asking for money. And I was obviously keeping him the fuck away from me. And obviously I didn't care if he had all his fucking shit taken from him. And I wasn't going to seek child support because fuck that bitch. Fuck his money. What the fuck is money? Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. And that's why I tried to contact the Airbnb and the fucking Bumble app. Because fuck you, bitch. Going around impregnating people and then you just ignore it? Fuck you, you stupid pussy ass bitch. You're just like all the other deadbeat fucking pieces of shit fathers out there. You're a piece of fucking trash. Military fucking piece of trash. And that's even worse. You should have known better, you stupid bitch. You see all the carnage, and instead of having a heart because of it, you turn into a fucking monster demon. Fuck you. You were always a fucking demon, you piece of shit. Always on the dark side, you piece of trash. Okay. I'm gonna get off here. I feel better now. Slightly. Just gonna relax. I got myself all hyped up for nothing. Not for nothing. Fuck you. You stupid bitch. Shit is still fucked up. You stupid ass fucking Jason Wallace and the fucking whatever the fuck detectives and shit. Fuck you bitches. Nepotism. Running rampant. Fuck you. Stupid bitch. And then everyone wants to put me in jail because of my fucking shit mouth. Fuck you. You caused my shit mouth. I am always a good girl and always sweet first until you fucking sour me. Fuck you, you stupid bitch. Oh, fuck you. God, I'm angry. Nobody wants to deal with a pregnant, raging pregnant woman, and I'm at that point. You stupid bitches, get your shit together. I want some fucking snacks, and I want to take a nap. And I want some fucking, I don't know. I just want some snacks. Snacks on snacks on snacks. And just want to rest and then get up and do a little bit of activity because my feet are swollen probably. Because what the fuck? I sit too long and even just driving and shit, and now I'm just like, fuck. My life is shitty and I want access to a bathroom. I want access to a fucking cooking shit so I can cook my own bullshit so I don't have to pay $1 million goddamn dollars or whatever and then get disrupted fucking bowel movements because contaminants. Fuck you. Stupid bitch. Stupid bitch. Fuck you, Jason Wallace. You're a stupid pussy ass bitch. That's what I'm gonna label this goddamn video. Fuck you, you stupid ass bitch. I don't know what I'm gonna label this video yet, but fuck you, stupid bitch. Anyway, I like that I expose my moments now because fuck you. It's funny that I get views. Weird, but funny. And I'm just like, whatever. At least somebody's getting a fucking laugh out of this, probably. Fuck you people. Stupid bitch. My anger. Fuck you. Ugh. I can't suck it in anymore. I'm just sad and frumpy. Nobody wants to get involved with someone that's already making someone else's baby and doesn't believe that it was rape. Why do you think I sit alone all the time? Why do you think that I'm always by myself? Never in my life did I think that I was going to have to deal with such nonsense. I hope people go back to my Facebook, Leticia Servin, to go and look for the fucking proof that I was sending to the goddamn detective and shit. Fuck you people. Unaltered shit, you can't alter a lot of that shit. And even from my stupid iPhone and whatever, because I'm too stupid to understand technology. If I was taught, maybe, but I don't have access to a bunch of computer shit and whatever and all these programming and whatever. I've got the simplistic iPhone, like, markup. For real, bitch? You're gonna tell me I fucking altered that shit falsifying a document. Fuck you, you stupid bitch. All of you, stupid bitches. Fuck you. And that's why you fucking like to, put people like me in jail just because of our mouth. Freedom of speech, bitch. And also, too, you're a bitch. And I have post-traumatic stress, so I talk shit to you because you've done nothing but fucking shit on me. That's what it fucking is. Can I just have some fucking relaxing place to fucking finish out the rest of this pregnancy so that I can just leave the baby? Because fuck it. Because if there's no father to this baby, then there's nothing. And if there's no parents that are married, then this baby does not belong to me. I'm going to straight up just say that. That's how it is. If I'm not married to someone, then this baby doesn't exist. Not to me, then it's part of the devil's pack. Because that's how it is. I'm over it. That's how it works. And I sure as fuck don't want to be marked as a single mom and then have everyone presume that I was just out sleeping around like a fucking whore. Because I'm not a goddamn whore. Fuck that. No. I'd rather see the baby adopted out so it has a better life, so it ends up with a bunch of emotional trauma from not being around the biological mother that was actually a good person. Oh well. I'm sorry I didn't have the finances for you. I'm sorry I didn't have the father for you. So, and I didn't love the father and he didn't love me, so you were made out of hatred and not love. It was the opposite of love, which is hatred. So that's what you were conceived out of, and that's how it is. You're a demon baby. You're a demon baby. So, anyway, that's how it works, and that's how my fucking hatred works, and I understand everyone hates me anyway and wants to see me and my child dead, which is great. I don't care. Why do I care? I've been trying to die since I was 12 years old. So, whatevs. Whatevs. People hate on me. I don't give a shit. I wish I could keep this baby and I could have a father to the baby so then I don't have to be one of those fucking labels and marked and shit in that way. But I am. It's just one of those things. They misinterpreted everything that I've done in my life, and apparently I'm the bad one. And apparently everybody else is so good, pedophiles included. They're so good. That's why they protect them in the systems, and not someone like me. And they don't have resources for someone like me, but they have plenty of resources for those pedophiles. Have a great day, everybody. April 11th, 2021. This is why the world is so ass backwards, and you are all pieces of shit to me. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Leticia Collins Servin. Have a blessed day.